You thought Metal Gear Solid was just a game about hiding in cardboard boxes and sneaking past guards? Cute. Yeah, that's the surface. Underneath all the CQC and codec calls is a conspiracy so deep it makes the Illuminati look like a book club. Come to the Patriots.
That's what the Patriots want the country to believe. It's all a show. Democracy is just a filler for textbooks.
It is not a football team, but a digital cabal of shadow rulers using AI, war economies, and memes, not the funny ones if you're wondering, to control the world.
The Patriots had Ray redesigned to protect the new Arsenal gear.
So now anti-Metal Gears are guarding a Metal Gear.
Ironic, isn't it?
Buckle up, because once you fall down this rabbit hole, there's no crawling back to reality. The genesis of the Patriots, from bros to Big Brother. It all began with Big Boss's dream to build a world where soldiers weren't pawns in some politician's chess game.
Your office? The White House?
Merely puppets. Pawns in a game.
A noble vision born out of betrayal and war trauma, but like all great ideas, it spiraled out of control. Big Boss and a few trusted allies formed a secret collective to carry on his ideals. Here we're talking about Major Zero, EVA, Paramedic, Sigint, Ocelot, and yes, Big Boss himself. Think of them as the Avengers of Shadow Ops, until egos and ideologies clashed like boss battles. Zero believed the way to achieve peace was through total control, basically unifying the world under one information system. Big Boss wanted freedom and individuality, even if it meant chaos. The ideological rift between them tore the group apart, and from that fracture, the Patriots were born. The name sounds noble, right? It wasn't long before these so-called protectors of peace became the puppet masters of the world, using information, tech, and warfare to manipulate humanity from the shadows. Control through information. They're watching you. Read this. The Patriots figured out something long before your favorite YouTuber ever did. Control the narrative, and you control reality. Their philosophy was, why drop bombs when you can just rewrite the story?
It was a well-scripted drama staged by the Patriots for the benefit of the public.
By the time we hit Metal Gear Solid 2, the Patriots had mastered memetic control. And we're not talking lolcats here. These memes were the deep kind with cultural values, beliefs, and norms, which are the building blocks of human thought. The Patriots' AI systems, GW, JD, TR, and TJ, filtered and manipulated everything. Books, news, internet chatter, political discourse. If it had data, it passed through their invisible hands. They were curating existence. If you ever thought your algorithm felt creepy, the Patriots were already 10 steps ahead. They controlled what ideas flourished and which ones got smothered. The biggest kicker is that Raiden, the protagonist of MGS2, was being guided not by Colonel Campbell, but by an AI masquerading as Campbell. That's right, you were taking orders from a sentient program running a social experiment. Kojima didn't just break the fourth wall. He nuked it. The Shadow Moses incident, the Patriots' first big move. The snowy nuclear playground of Shadow Moses wasn't just a dramatic battlefield for Snake and his bandana. It was a testing ground. While the world thought Solid Snake was stopping a nuclear threat, the Patriots were behind the curtain, watching everything like a reality TV show for warlords. Solid Snake was unknowingly running through a gauntlet engineered by the Patriots. The entire Metal Gear Rex incident was controlled, manipulated, and designed to extract combat data and test the effectiveness of the Genome Soldiers, warriors genetically modified with Big Boss's DNA. The Patriots wanted to see what worked and what failed in a battlefield engineered from scratch.
But in doing so, he ended up revealing the existence of both Rex and the Genome Army, a blunder that earned him the wrath of the Patriots.
Even Snake's mission briefing was full of lies. The DARPA chief he spoke to was Decoy Octopus, a guy disguised as another guy who was already dead. You don't get that kind of narrative chaos unless Kojima is at the wheel. Snake thought he'd saved the world. In reality, he gave the Patriots exactly what they wanted: a blueprint for psychological warfare, battlefield control, and DNA-targeted bioweapons like Fox Die. And just to twist the knife, after the mission, Snake and Otacon formed a group called Philanthropy to stop the spread of Metal Gears. The Patriots labeled them terrorists. That's the irony of fighting a system so deeply ingrained. It gets to define who the hero is. So ask yourself, was Shadow Moses a crisis the Patriots created, or just one they exploited perfectly? The S3 plan and mimetic control. Your brain isn't safe anymore. Let's be real. Metal Gear Solid 2 didn't just break the fourth wall. It shattered it, threw it in the ocean, and replaced it with an AI hallucination. Right in the heart of this madness lies the S3 plan. What does it stand for? Well, depends on who you ask. Selection for societal sanity? Sure. Solid Snake simulation? Also yes. Kojima loves acronyms the way Solid Snake loves cigarettes, obsessively and confusingly. But one thing is clear. The Patriots were cooking up something deeper than battlefield control. They weren't just trying to create the perfect soldier. They wanted to program the perfect society. But how? Through memes. The Patriots believed that if they could control these cultural memes, they could influence behavior across the board. What books you read, what values you uphold, and what history you're taught are all filtered through AI systems that decide what gets passed down. It's mimetic Darwinism with a side of dictatorship. Think about it. If all your beliefs were carefully engineered by an invisible AI, would you even know it? Here's the wild part. Raiden, the player character, was part of the simulation. He thought he was the hero in a brand new op. But no, he was just the guinea pig for the S3 plan, a walking test subject for a rerun of Shadow Moses. It's meta on meta, and it's brilliant. Also, did you know that Kojima said the original MGS2 ending was changed post 9/11 because it showed Manhattan being flooded and federal buildings collapsing? Yes, even fictional mind control AI conspiracies were too real for the time. The role of AI in the SOP system nanomachines, son. By the time Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots drops, we're deep into techno-dystopia territory. The Patriots have traded in their human brains for a full AI control network, and they're using nanomachines to pull the strings.
Understood. Stand by. Sending reinforcements now.
Then comes the Sons of the Patriots system. It's like a parental control system, but for soldiers' entire bodies. These nanomachines regulate everything from adrenaline to emotion to trigger discipline. You literally cannot pull the trigger unless your brain gets permission from the network. Soldiers become walking firewalls with no rage, no fear, no PTSD, no humanity, just tools in the Patriots' war economy. Everything from who fights to who profits is calculated, optimized, and executed with machine precision. The battlefield becomes an Excel spreadsheet of death. And the thing is that nobody questions it, because comfort and order are easier than freedom and chaos. Would you ever trade your free will for peace if it meant never feeling pain again? Old Snake, yeah, our boy aged like an avocado thanks to rapid cloning decay, finds himself in a world where war is no longer a horror. It's a business model. Private military companies run on subscriptions. War has become SaaS. The Patriots aren't just managing conflict here anymore. They're monetizing it. Plus, the SOP system wasn't just for show. According to interviews, Kojima wanted players to feel the pressure of system reliance. That's why in the game collapses, enemies start screaming, crying, and breaking down in real time. It's raw, it's messy, it's Kojima flexing. The fall of the Patriots, when the puppet masters lose Wi-Fi. Eventually, the Patriots' AI empire begins to crumble like a Metal Gear on wobbly knees. Old Snake, Raiden, Otacon, and a rotating squad of emotionally damaged freedom fighters slowly chip away at the system. But here's the thing, killing the AIs doesn't fix everything. It's not like you press delete and everyone suddenly remembers how to live without digital mind control. The damage is done. The systems they created are still in place. War still exists, memes still spread, control might change hands, but it never truly disappears. Liquid Ocelot, don't ask. He's like 5 guys in one body, tried to hijack the system himself, proving the terrifying idea that even without the Patriots, someone else will always try to step in. Power hates a vacuum. Even if you shut down one AI god, someone's always there with a USB stick and a god complex. Snake completes his mission, but it feels less like a win and more like the end of an era. The Patriots die with a whisper, not a bang. Also, Kojima based the Patriots' structure on real-world theories of control systems, including feedback loops, information bottlenecks, and even Google's data sorting algorithms. This man read Foucault and Black Mirror before either was cool. Metal Gear Solid is a philosophical slap in the face wrapped in stealth gameplay. The Patriots are more than villains. They're metaphors for systems we live under every day, with governments, corporations, algorithms, and institutions that seem invisible until they tell you what to think. If this made you want to throw your phone into the ocean and live in a cardboard box like Snake, you're not alone. But maybe, just maybe, that means the S3 plan didn't work on you. If you like this, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. For more deep dives, check out our next video. Trust us, you'll see everything differently, because behind the pixels, there's always more to the story.